Peace, peace, peace. Divine understanding, born of love. So I did that video on the similarities, what was similar and what was exactly the same. I did that for the main three, right? Noble Ali, Marcus Garvey. Well, that's not really the main three, but two on the right and five on the left is actually the manifestation, right? So you have the Harbinger, Marcus Garvey, and you have Noble Ali. So that group is banging it together. And then inside of that, you have C.M. Bay, C. Kirkland Bay, Brother Arlov Eel, and all the rest of the other Supreme Grand Advisors and moderators, right? So that's MST of A. You also have MST of A or something to that nature. It's still under Noble Ali. They like the 1928 or 29. They say that, right? And then you have the other Moors, like the El East Moors, the Circle of Mothers and Sons, and all of them, right? But they all like the word Asiatic when it's referring to people with lamb's wool and the other nationalities on earth or the other shades, right? If we use the Europeans concept that most people understand or bear witness to is Negroid, Caucasoid, Mongoloid, and then from there they go black, brown, red, yellow, white, right? And then they had those little nomenclatures where they'll say something like the Asians, and then they connect that to Asiatic. But when you go into Sanskrit, when you go into cuneiform, and you start going into ancient Hebrew, not this shit that you see with the block letters. I'm talking about the before 50,000 years ago. So when they would be explaining the earth, as I was telling the young guy, that's why the translation for Malkuth is Asiatic. So if they're saying, oh, Asiatic is not that old, it's ancient, but Malkuth is the derivative from it, showing and proving knowledge added on to a what? Cipher. That's what makes it so mathematically correct, is because it's those words, Kisa and Chokum, all of those words are the same way we would say knowledge, wisdom, understanding, culture, freedom, power, family, equality, God, build, destroy, born, cipher. Right? It's the same manifestation. In other words, there's words to the numeric words that define the numerical numbers, as they call them in today's Arabic numbers, right? All right, so I made that because what happened was, because the people see or hear Allah, they hear Islam, they'll hear that, right? And then they'll associate that, because of the way society is, they'll connect that with right, they'll connect that with the Muslims, the Arab cipher, even though Arabs don't have a monopoly on Islam, because the Muslims are everywhere. But I'm just saying, the root to their manifestation, when people are looking at the original man and he says Islam or Allah, they automatically go to Salat, Wudu. That's where the opening, like that, they go there. Arabiya, Bismillah, Rahman Rahim, Allah Yusuf Ta'ala wa Ta'ala. They go there, right? And so by going there, they think you're a Muslim. And then when you don't make salat or do the things that Muslims do, then they think you're not deening. So I was just showing and proving the guards don't have no beef with none of the religious sects, but we're not that. That's what I was explaining to the young guards, not for people who in the Moorish Science Temple or people who are Muslim to be saying, oh, I don't see the difference between, and getting the attitude, because what is it, like I threw a rock and the only dogs that bark are the ones that it affect, right? If the 5% nation say they are not Muslim, because we aren't taught to be Muslim, we taught to be God. Who's the original man? The original man is Asiatic black man, make on the creator planet Earth, false civilization, the God of the universe. We don't submit to the will. We are the will. So that's what I was clarifying that. And then, like I said, I made a video on what the for instances was, things that we had in common, things that we did exactly the same, like we all stood on our square, we all knew time was not when man was not, time never was when man was not. We knew these things because this is what the degrees teach us. So like I said, the main players, and then I broke down the sevens. I was like, W.D. Farad and Elijah have the crescent and the star, and if you add them up, 5 and 2, 7. The noble prophet Ali had the circle 7 with the broken openings, north, south, east, west. And then Allah and Shem got the universal flag of the 5% cycle. So that was that. But at the end of the day, why would we claim to be something that we are not? We are not Muslim, and so we will not claim it. And there's no anti-Islamic or Muslim. If anything, the Orthodox Muslims be coming for our throat. And they be coming for the Moors and the NOI. So I don't even know why this conversation needed to come into play, but just to clarify, we are here in the wilderness, North America, trying to unify everybody and bring the people together. That's the way Allah taught us. But I'm not going to say I'm something that I'm not. So that's what I'm saying. I'm clarifying that the gods, the universal nation of the 5% cycle, who we know that there's gods and earths in the 5% nation, they are not Muslim. NOI, they have 5%, also Muslim sons. And Masons and all of them could be making salat and submitting to the will of Allah, and that was great. You reading Quran and doing your thing. But we don't adhere to that. We see our mathematics in a different equation. And we read Holy Quran and Bible. It is what it is. Divine understanding, born of light, now we do it, set the record straight, ancient on free Asiatics, Son of Man 7. Peace.